Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek and welcome back to my channel. Today I have with me Om. Om is a second year college student. Recently got opportunity to work as DevOps intern in a product based company. So in this video, we will learn from Om how his journey has been. How did he get this internship opportunity? So Om, can you introduce yourself to our subscribers?
So first of all, I like to thank you, Abhishek, for letting me into his channel and uh, give me the opportunity to introduce myself. So talking about me, I'm a second year student in Nutan College of Engineering, which is located in Pune.
Mhm.
So my story was I started learning about DevOps and cloud technologies from previous 3 months. So that story is like my friends are invited me to join, the user meet. So I don't know about it, what is it and all things, but I joined their yeah, one session, and therefrom I really got interested in the cloud and DevOps technologies. So I started learning things like I reading the blogs and trying to find channels on YouTube. So I find Abhishek's playlist very impressive. That the structure roadmaps and their videos with the GitHub links and all things. So I got more interested in it, and I started following his roadmap and all things. And from the previous 3 months, I was learning it. And from last month, I started applying on LinkedIn and Indeed.com. So from there, I got one opportunity.
Okay.
I got intern as a DevOps and cloud AWS cloud in one company that is name is Real IT Solution, which is located in Pune, Bosari, and that is a remote job actually.
Okay.
So that's my story.
Awesome. Awesome, Om. I mean, to be honest, in second year of my college, I was not even thinking about internship or, I did not even know that you can get an internship opportunity. It's very good. But one thing that I want to know, okay, you attended that AWS user meet and you came to know that there are things like this. There is something called DevOps. But learning DevOps is a different thing, right? Altogether. So, how did you learn? What exactly did you learn in this 2 months time frame, which is again a very small time frame? So, where did you start? How did you learn things? And then I'll talk about resume project again.
So first, I had a little bit knowledge of the Git and GitHub actually.
Okay.
So I have come to know that cloud is a best field. The future is cloud and other things. And I started basically I started learning from the AWS itself.
Hmm.
So I basically know the how to launch the instances and other things. So we can use Linux, Ubuntu, and other
Hmm.
things. So that I little bit know about it. So more of that, I started from the AWS cloud. I learned the basic the services like EC2, S3, and IAM. And there and from there, and I come to know that your playlist, and I started, from basics like what is a DevOps and why we need it. And from there, I
Okay.
got to know, yeah, that is a field I want to know about. Means it's a very interesting and other things. From there, and started following your playlist. What are your the day by day you are uploading the
Hmm.
videos and other things. So that really helped me.
Awesome. Awesome. So you started with that, what is DevOps and all, and then you started learning DevOps. While you're learning, were you also practicing these things, or you were trying to only learn the theory part and add those things to the resume? How are you doing it?
So my trick is what the thing I was able to learn these things so fast. So what I used to do is that open the Chat GPT and other AI tools,
Okay.
and if you're explaining one topic and if I don't understand it, what I used to do, I used to type keywords like explain in easy way. So
Okay.
what Chat GPT does, it will explain in easy way. So I will. How to do it and why is this. I used to ask us a simple question on it. And for the
Amazing.
demo purpose, you are only already showing how to do it and other thing. So
Hmm.
what I used to do is that first learn a theory and other things.
Mm,
understand what is the why and what expects, as you already said, learn about it, and then I have start exploring by myself, and
mm.
then I followed your tutorials and other things.
Amazing. So, first, you used to watch the video. You used to write down what are the things you did not understand. Go to ChatGPT, ask those keywords specially, explain in an easy way, then come
Yes.
back and do the project. That's what you did, right?
Yes. So for
Amazing.
me, I have written notes. Means I have completed my two notebooks are completed with full of notes.
Oh,
Means
wow.
I have this that.
Amazing. I also saw that you were writing actively on Hashnode also, right? I saw that when I went through your LinkedIn profile. You are also writing on LinkedIn and you are also writing on Hashnode. How did that start?
So that basically I come to know that we have the AWS user builder program.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
community builder.
Yes, yes.
So I watched your video that you said you have to write a that
Hmm.
you have no knowledge of it and you have to represent it. So I learn about a hash node, how to use it and other things. And what I used to do when I watched your video, I learned from them, and from and night I used to implement that things. I
Hmm.
started writing that things in notepad, and I used to check the grammar and other things, and I will post it on it. That's the story.
Awesome. So again, you used to verify the grammar, all that things using ChatGPT, is it?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yes,
very nice. So your Hashnode journey has been good. I saw you were writing very detailed stuff and all. And apart from that, what I was really impressed when I was looking at your LinkedIn profile is the projects that you have mentioned. So you just mentioned three projects I saw,
yeah.
uh, and three projects were one you mentioned about the AWS cost optimization, second two-tier application deployment, and third one you mentioned was about the CI/CD pipeline. I think this is more than enough for a fresher, right? How was your response
Yes.
after adding those projects to LinkedIn?
So basically, talking about the project, sir.
Hmm.
So you have taken the interview of Vishwa also.
Yeah, yeah.
So basically, I followed their resume also, and I
Okay.
come to know these projects are important. Basically, company what they wants to decrement their cost of AWS services. So
Exactly.
I feel that this is a very important project. So I need to add it on the top of the list. And talking about the second is a Jenkins. So in industry,
Hmm.
Jenkins are more widely used for the CI/CD stuff.
Yeah.
So I have come to realize that that should be on second number. And for the the Docker and Kubernetes concept for explaining them, so I built the two-tier application which is front end and back end. So we have to create their network and other things. So I
Awesome.
have add that.
So when you added these projects, right? Of course, one is your LinkedIn visibility might have gone high. And when you applied to the companies, how did you explain these projects to them? Because they might be surprised, right? You were talking about
Yeah.
cost optimization in second year of your college, which is quite rare. Probably even experienced engineers will not be talking about cost optimization. So were companies, when they were doing the interviews, were they asking about these projects?
Yeah, sir. Basically, what I used to do in introduction, I used to tell them this project I have done,
Huh.
and the one company that asked me about the cloud cost optimization. So they asked me what is the cost of the Lambda functions, and
Hmm.
how did you do that, and what kind of commands and stuff that you used, and what is a CPU spike, and what is a SNS notification that you configure, and other things. So,
Awesome. So, Vishwa, when you went and when you decided that, okay, I completed DevOps zero to hero, I completed AWS zero to hero. So you spent 2 months and then you have decided that, okay, now I'll start applying for jobs, right?
yes.
How how many companies did you apply? How are you applying in LinkedIn and Indeed? How did you get the response from the recruiters of those companies? Can you tell that entire process, how that process has been?
Okay. I watched the videos on YouTube that these are the websites that you can apply from. So I just followed that advice. Like first is a LinkedIn, second is a Indeed, and third is a Naukri.com, and the fourth most is a for internships. There are the Intershala. So I started
Okay.
applying in Internshala itself. So
Intentional.
there I created my the profile, and I put the projects and other things. So what is used to do? I used to enable the notifications of it when
Mm.
the cloud and any DevOps positions are there. It will automatically notify me. So what I
Okay.
used to do when I get the notification, I go to their pages and I have started applying on their pages. So there
Okay.
are the descriptions and other things. So I used to put that I have done these projects and I have worked on this kind of technologies. So basically, I have interviewed the three interview. I have given the three interviews
Okay.
from now
Mm.
till now. So in first, there one startup company called Planet AI. So they are more focused on ML ops. So
Okay.
they are basically looking for ML ops engineer, and their requirement was it you need to learn a Python. So I
Mm.
learn a little bit about Python from your playlist. So I know about the Python till file IO and other things like.
Mm.
And they asked me about first they asked me about the projects and other things. And in interview process they have given me one assignment before
Okay.
that. So
Okay.
in that we have to build the Docker image and deploy it on the Kubernetes. And one extra they send me to the Argo rollouts and other things, so I didn't know about it. So I
Okay.
started following the Argo CD playlist, and there I got to know this is Argo CD and what it does and actually other things.
Awesome.
So I showed the demo, and I got a little bit of problems about rollouts and other things. So I didn't know about it that much.
Okay.
For and then for in 2 or 3 days after, they replied me that we are looking for the experienced engineer and other things.
Okay.
So we will not move forward. Uh, that was my first interview experience. And talking about the second, sir, what used to happen now? So some companies are, some startup companies. What they will say to you, you have to pay for this internship. So
Oh, okay.
then you will learn about it. So the one I used to, I applied one for one company, and their HR called me about it, and they said, your interview are scheduled and other things, and you can attend the interview. So I attended the interview. They're asking us simple questions like, what is your family background and other things, and
Oh,
they are only ask me the what is the migration of our local infrastructure to the cloud services and other things. They're asking me the basic questions. So the interviews was around the 15 minutes only itself, and they are just only focused on my family background and other things, sir.
I think
So
I think
uh,
that was more of a scam kind of a thing. They want to
yeah, uh,
get the paid internships where they want to get money from you, probably. Yeah,
yeah.
good.
So just after then, I come to realize that, and I rejected their offer and other things. So feel like there are some things are missing. I want to work on them.
Mm.
So the 2 or 1 weeks are gone, and then I started on Indeed. So I got a Indeed notification that this specific company have the intern position. So after applying in 1 year 1 hour day, so they have given me one assignment.
Okay.
So the what is the assignment is we have to build a multi-stage Docker image, and other is what is a CPU spike that you described. So there are
Okay.
little bit of variation from there. So I have modified and other things I have done, and I
Okay.
sent to them. So
Both projects
from
we have. Multi-stage
yeah,
Docker also we have on
yeah,
the channel, and the CPU spike also we have on the channel. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. So from there, they responded me that you are accepted as your assignment as accepted, and we are scheduling your interview for this time. Are you free, or you can book your slot? So I tell them my perfect time and other things. So for in interview time, they have their senior DevOps engineer and one is a project manager. So they have
Okay.
asked me the questions. So they have asked me the questions like basics questions like what is a wget command, and what is a Docker, and what is a Terraform provider, and what is AWS services that you know. So they have asked me the questions like scenario based. What will you do the troubleshooting?
Hmm.
What if your pod go down and other things? They have asked me. So I answer them all. Means you have tell you have tell in your playlist that all questions are come. Means there is nothing you left inside. Means you are not
Okay.
explain about it. So
Awesome.
I answered the almost all the question. So they have asked me about Boto 3 and did you know the Python and other things also. And have you worked on they were asking a question like a security, how will you
Hmm.
secure application and other things. So first they asked me a little bit of questions and then they move on to the hard level
Awesome.
question. So I
Awesome.
basically I attend all the questions and then from there 2 days that project manager contact me about that we are resolving the results of the candidates and we will reach out to you soon. And after 1 days they have called me and they said, yeah, we are selected you for this position. How
Super.
but they in interview process itself they are asking me how will you manage your college and internship because it was a
Okay.
full-time internship. So they are asking me how will you manage this time and how you will. So I used to tell them I can manage. I can probably write the application to my college and they will allow me and other things.
Yeah.
So I have done that process, and they are saying we are providing you 6 months of internship, and there
Wow.
is a no bond between it, and you can leave if you want because we know that you are in college and other things.
Oh, you got
So
6 months internship.
yes, sir.
Very nice. Very nice. So usually, when you are in your second year of college, people get 3 months of internship, but it's very good that you got 6 months of internship, and that too, I hope they are paying you also. It's not a free internship, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very good.
They are paying me. They're paying.
Very nice. Very nice, Om. So overall, you are in second year, right? How many students got placed? Apart from you, in your college, how many
So
others got placed?
So, as per I know, sir, in our second year itself, one is my friend, which is doing the software things and DSA things. So he got placed into one startup based company, and not from our college, but from applying from job
Okay,
portals or other things. And second is me, as I know. There
awesome.
are only two students, as I know from there.
Awesome. I think you really made your parents proud, and they must be very happy that in second year you got the internship, that too a 6 months internship, and that too in the field like DevOps and cloud. Because
Yeah.
a lot of times people say that, as a fresher, you cannot get into the DevOps and cloud roles, but you got as an intern itself. And what do you have to say about that? When people say as a fresher you cannot get opportunity, what would you like to say?
So, sir, you have interviewed the Vishwa also.
Yeah.
So from there, he said like it's a very hard. So I little bit got demotivated from there. But
Okay.
he also said that you should keep have to try and other things. Keep applying, keep applying. So there are many job portals. There are many startup companies. They want the interns in there. So they will provide you the training for first 2 and 3 days,
Hmm.
and you can continue on that. So
My
yeah, there are.
my observation is that because I've seen Vishwa, I've seen Kranti, so many people actually, like three people have done the podcast with me including you, but otherwise there are so many freshers who message me that they got jobs. And one pattern that I've noticed is you people are doing things differently, because one is you are doing the projects, you are also posting about the projects on Hashnode, you are being very active on LinkedIn. So your profile is actually different from all the other profiles. So you are out of that herd where all the others have a regular profile, a standard resume, but in your case you have created very good resume, profile, and a skill actually. So you have developed that skill.
Yeah.
I think that's why people are recruiting whether it can be Vishwa, you, or anyone else.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And one final question that I'll ask you before we conclude this podcast. So definitely you might be facing some challenges, right? When you started learning
Yes.
DevOps, although I have the complete structured course, but still, when you are learning it, you are preparing notes, you are using ChatGPT. Any suggestions that you want to give to freshers who are learning? Because
Okay.
you overcome those challenges and you figured out the solution. So, any suggestion that you would like to give?
So what I used is that first, what you need to do for the subscribers. So first of all, if you are fresher, you want to learn DevOps. So first, learn what is a DevOps and why is that there is a need of DevOps. First,
Yes.
you have to learn that thing, and second, you have to understand the LDLC here, software development life cycle. So how
Hmm.
the software is, how to its manufacture and other things. So, and then you have to find a perfect roadmap.
Hmm.
So what happens is generally there are many tools in DevOps,
Yes.
So some of them are not being used in companies for now. So you need a structure roadmap which is currently used by the organizations.
Hmm.
So I followed the Abhishek's structure roadmap which I have given, and I write it down the things that I need to learn, and this period of time I need to learn these things. So I started from the very basics like a Git and
Hmm.
GitHub, what is the AWS. So this that structure I followed, and what I used to do uh, when watching your tutorials, and I also I try to deep down into that topics. Means you are
Hmm.
explain what is AWS, and then I go to the ChatGPT and start searching about what are the famous services of AWS and other things.
Okay.
Why we need it.
Okay.
Why it is important and other things. So that is my approach that you should follow. It might be different from where is your time. So
Yeah.
I have given in day like 4 to 3 hours for DevOps and cloud,
Okay.
and I've rest of day and studying about my college and
Oh, okay. So 3 to 4 hours you used to spend this, and
yeah.
2 months you prepared for DevOps and AWS. Then 1 month you spent time in preparing the resume and applying. Just to give summary to everyone, initially Om started with Internshala, figured out that there are few wrong internships also. Then moved to Indeed, has been quite active on LinkedIn and Hashnode. Finally, got into a product-based company. Once again, congratulations, Om. I feel this as a person win, and I'm also very very happy that you got placed into an internship role. Thank you so much.
So I want to say some things about you, sir. So I want to say that you should never stop, sir. Means
Hmm.
there is no reason to you to stop. Means you have to just keep doing. So the people like me are learning from you. The students like me are
Sure,
learning
sure,
from you, and you're creating the employments. So the many people are learning from free stuffs and other things, sir. So
sure.
keep doing it.
For sure, for sure. We will continue to do the zero to hero tutorials on this channel, and we will never delete the existing ones. We will keep uploading. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.